Tough game, tough game, tough game. What was that, Shannon? I don't know. Um, I don't know. That was a tough game, a horrible game, man. A horrible game. One of the most frustrating games of the season. I was gonna do a video on it, but I just can't bring myself up to do it, man. So I would just rather go live, talk about the next 20, 30 minutes. This is tough. You saw Watson just get the hell beat out of him all game. The defense couldn't stop a Colt to save their lives. The offense was just absolutely disastrous. They just didn't want to play. It looked like Deshaun Watson was the only person who wanted to. This guy, these funny guys say you jinxed it. How you jinx it? You guys don't have to watch, man. If y'all keep on saying I'm a jinx, you guys don't have to watch. That's fine. I could go watch somebody else. Um, RPG gamer saying, so why can't we just be good? I mean, it's tough. It's tough to be a winning football team. It's tough to be a winning football culture. Um, we just got smacked, and there was no other way to. I mean, there's nowhere to say it. The Bears just outplayed us in every way, shape, or form, from special teams to coaching. You let Matt Aggie literally destroy you. A guy who a lot of people are like, why is Matt Nagy coaching the Bears? They're gonna get a new coach next season, and he just absolutely runs the table on you. And when Mitchell Trubisky doesn't have, I believe his longest throw was 12, 13, 14 yards. So clearly he wasn't beating you with his arm. Clearly Anthony Weaver could not freaking adjust to stop Mitchell Trubisky. I said it in the video where I said we were going to beat him that you have to contain the run, and you pretty much did. I said let Mitchell Trubisky beat you, and that absolutely what he freaking did is he beat you by running the same play, the same play over and over again, having somebody go in the flats, the tight ends, whether it was Jimmy Graham or the other one from Notre Dame, and have him just eat you alive. Adam Robertson himself had a fantastic day, got me about 37 fantasy points, so I can't really be too mad about that. But the Houston Texans just didn't play, man. And at this point in the season, now you just got eliminated from playoffs, which is exactly what you know it sucks because you don't have a first round pick. You don't have nothing to look forward to. The only thing you have to look forward to is whatever whoever the new head coach is, whether it's Saleh, Brady, or AB should not be the coach. Um, it is a tough game to lose. A tough game to lose like this because last week it was you lost because of the center, and you're thinking, well, next week they're gonna come in, try to play a full complete game of 4 quarters, and it wasn't. Why Zach Fulton is on the team is still beyond me. Zach Fulton is probably one of the worst right guards in the NFL at the moment. Much of the pressure was getting from the right side of the line. Somebody brought up a tweet today. I'm not sure who it was. Somebody said, why is there so much change moving on the left guard position? But the right guard position is just staying, right? Like Fulton is going to be the right guard for the next, until the worst, until the end of the season. And why there's no competition there is beyond me. There was the guard, I think it was Larry Warford, who was available in the beginning of the year, and the Houston Texans, they decided to just give Fulton a pay cut, and that just automatically mean that he could be on the team. So much of this season is still on Bill O'Brien. We all know that. We know that this is the team that he constructed. I think it's funny that a lot of the OB fans, who I once was one of them, until last season, that this is who they wanted. You have a player like Deshaun Watson, you're thinking, because we absolutely wasted the first 4 years of his career. I don't care what anybody says. You're thinking we're going to be a 10 win football team. We're going to be going to deep playoff runs. That's just not the case. The Houston Texans are now in a situation where we're one of the worst in the leagues and we have an amazing quarterback. A quarterback who doesn't have Will Fuller, who doesn't have DeAndre Hopkins, Brandon Cooks, Kenny Stills was released. No David Johnson. I mean, David Johnson sucked anyway. I was wrong at that as well. The man has literally no weapons, none whatsoever. And it's I don't know if it's going to get better for next year. We might be bad again next year by the way this is playing. The new head coach has to first of all fix the defense. The amount of holes that it is, we're probably not going to have Watt. Eric Murray is not going to be here. Thank God. He's absolute garbage. Roby might not be here. Gary and Conley might not be here. So now, whoever the next head coach could be is going to have to come in and fix the defense. And then he's going to have to come in and try to fix the offense as well. Because the offensive line is garbage, as we learned with Fulton and the inability to utilize the potential of Max Sharpen, who had a fantastic rookie year. He's been he's just been trash, and it's not his fault. Good coaches make good players, and Mike Devlin has shown for the past for as long as he's been here, the Houston Texans have never had a very good offensive line. And don't even get me started on Whitney Merciless, who just robbed us of a $54 million contract. So that's just what it is. Muhammad said, "Hey, Coach, what's going on, guys? Tough game. But this is just a situation that we in. This is a situation that was dealt to us. We had Bill O'Brien. We had Bill O'Brien just completely just mess up this team. So I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to say." He said, "Your teeth is literally throwing up gang signs." Yeah, that's funny. Carlos, you jinxed it again. Yes, I did, bro. Hey, good thing about YouTube is that you don't have to watch me, bro. You could go ahead and watch somebody else. I'm tired of people saying you jinxed it or you're too high on this team. What do you want me to do? Just come on this week, just come on the just do a video every freaking week and say, hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? This team sucks. What's the point? You can't blame O'Brien at this point of the season. How can you not? Let's look at it, right? He chose not to invest into this defense, and this defense is horrible. You overpay Randall Cobb, you overpay Whitney Merciless, you overpay Kaimi Fairbairn, you overpay Eric Murray. How, of course, you still have to blame. He set this team up. This team hasn't changed. I said in the beginning of the season that no player is going to come here because of O'Brien. And the only ones that come here, you had to overpay for them. So, yes, the foundation of this team was built by Bill O'Brien. Yes, it still is Bill O'Brien's fault why this team is still bad. The ghost of him still lingers because there's still Jack Easterby here. And who brought in Jack Easterby? Who brought him in? Bill O'Brien. Fairbairn was not overpaid. Fairbairn is one of the top 5 paid kickers in the NFL. So he is overpaid, like a bunch of our players are. So not only that, but the next head coach has to deal with contracts. I'm sorry, I apologize on my phone. I do apologize. Do apologize for that. But that's just the way she goes. Today was Watson's fault for sure. Um, I mean, the whole offense had to blame. Tim Kelly was just okay. Deshaun Watson is not overrated, my guy. I don't know what you're saying. I like you. You signed Randall Cobb because you're thinking Kiki Kuti can't do his job, and yet the past couple weeks, Kiki Kuti has made an impact on this team. You overpaid Randall Cobb because you didn't feel like Kiki Kuti could do the job. Now Kiki Kuti is definitely doing the job, and now you're just looking at he's gonna, Kiki Kuti might be the starter next year for us. Now Randall Cobb is one of the most overpaid the backup slot wide receivers in the NFL. Congrats, you jinxed us again. You sure are good at that. Appreciate it, bro. Like I said, Pablo, you've been one of the most guy who says this. You don't have to watch, bro. You really don't. You could go watch somebody else. All power to you. I'm not gonna sit here and just shit on my team every week. And that's what some of y'all have a problem with is y'all so easy to give up on this team. You know, so win, lose, or tie, I'm still gonna be a fan of the Houston Texans. It's just it's crazy how quick people switch. Like I'm still gonna be a fan of the Texans. I'm still gonna be a fan of the Astros. I'm I'm still gonna be a fan of the Rockets because that's my team. I mean, y'all could go ahead and switch to what did Deshaun Watson say a couple years ago? What did he say? He said, "Just don't hop on the bandwagon." So when this team gets going, like it will, whoever the head coach is gonna be, hopefully it's Robert Saleh, hopefully it's Joe Brady. And when they get this team together, I don't want to see you guys coming back and saying, "Oh yeah, H Town, yeah, I'll go Houston Texans." Because no, I have y'all written down. I already know y'all names. I mean, I didn't. This game clearly shows Mitchell Trubisky is better than Watson now, bro. Nah, man, no way. Watson had no. I mean, like I said, I mean, this was just a horrible game. Horrible game, man. You just flat out got beat. You didn't come prepared. You didn't adjust. The Bears did. Shout out to the Bears. I mean, also shout out to my teacher, Mr. JT Sheridan. Shout out to him. Injuries are also a big part of why the Houston Texans lost. This whole season has just been what 2020 is. It's just a horrible year. It's been the same thing. So what now? Now the question is do you rest Watson? Do you start Watson? I don't know. I don't. I don't know. Like that's a hard question. Is do you rest him? I I honestly, the player in me says you don't rest Deshaun Watson. You put him out there. We got a couple games left. Let's try to, just get a W and let's make sure that the Dolphins don't have a high pick. But then the other side of me, the business side of me is thinking, well, if we have nothing to play for, then why are we going to put him out there? I don't want to risk him getting injury. I don't want to put his next year's season in damage with the way this offensive line is playing. That has to be a serious question that needs to be answered is do you rest Deshaun Watson? And, this will probably be a video done tomorrow or the very next day. But the Houston Texans have to take this into consideration. If I'm Cal McNair, I'm telling Deshaun Watson, look, dude, I'm not going to send you out there no more. I'm not going to send you out there. What you're going to do is you're going to sit down and really look at the head coaches who you want, and you're going to let me know which coach you want, and we're going to discuss it. Now, of course, Deshaun Watson is going to say, "Well, I want to play. I want to play. I want to play." Of course, you want to play, man. But at the end of the day, I got. I'm heavily invested into you. I'm 40 million deep invested into you. I think you have to bench Watson at this point. Let AJ McCarron go out there. Let Kiki Kuti get back into doing his thing, get him ready. You know, so that's who that I think is your best option. And it hates to say that, but yes, I'm agreeing with everybody who's saying let's hurt Deshaun Watson. I'm not let's rest Deshaun Watson. I totally agree. Sports player, you said dude, we're not getting Derrick Henry, bro. I don't know where you're getting that, but you're not get we're not getting Derrick Henry. What number first round pick do you think? I think and JJ, why not? Well, JJ Watt's gonna get traded. JJ Watt's not gonna be here next season. So that's something that I don't even care if you throw out JJ. Let JJ Watt play. Let him go off, get a couple sacks, and show that you could get a first Odie. And let him show that you could get a first round pick for him. My guy. That's what a bad O line does to a man. I feel like benching Walter builds a losing culture. I mean, you already a losing culture with him on the sideline. Now you have nothing to play for. You're not gonna get into the playoffs. Your season is legit over. It is time for you to 713. You have no respect to the entire team. Fan community nonsense. Have lots of faith. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Faith that you could ask for. Now the offense, I think whoever's going to come in the offense is going to be better. Of course, you're going to need J.J. Watt was the only D lineman still chasing the ball after he broke the line of scrimmage. I agree. I mean, like I said, J.J. Watt's been a staple point for this team for the past couple years, but it's now time to look at J.J. and say, "Hey, man, we're going to send you somewhere that you could hopefully get a ring, and then we ourselves are going to get high draft picks and try to build a team around Deshaun Watson." That's what you should do. Now, I don't know how many picks you get for JJ Watt. You might get a late first round pick. Um, Start giving other guys some film for the new game. I agree. Adam Robinson, Texans. I would love that so much. Football TV says when Eric B comes here, he will be fine. Um, when Eric B comes here, he'll be fine. Eric B's not going to come here. Sports player says 713, you ruined our team. You made videos that made we lose. Please stop. Okay, this dude's just mad because I said Derrick Henry's not going to come to the Houston Texans. That's fun. Hold on, let me get this dog out of here. I do apologize, boys. Jesse, let's sit down the starters. I mean, that's what we've been discussing is should the Houston Texans really bench, not even rest the starters, just bench Deshaun Watson, not bench him, but rest him. Obviously, JJ Watt being traded is the best for the future. However, I personally believe that there are certain players you don't get rid of until they want to retire themselves. Andre was the other player, but you see, but that's the thing. They leave like if JJ Watt retires, what's gonna happen is we're gonna have. I mean, we're still gonna have to pay him the 18 mil a year, and I think the 12 mil a year later. Um, no, you have to try to give yourself a position to benefit off an aging player. That's what you do. That's what you have to do. That's what the Rockets are doing right now with James Harden. They're trying to give him away, and plus he wants to leave. That's another topic for another day. But that's just the way she goes. So we're gonna have to see what's gonna happen in the next couple weeks. Breaking Watson bench. You have no respect to Texas community. Stop now. You're being very disrespectful. You don't want super players coming, so stop. Like I said, I'm not sure, man. If you're talking about me being very disrespectful, okay. I don't know what you said, dude. I don't know how old you are, my guy, but I've been a fan of this team since they were trash. Who do you think will be our next head coach? I mean, I don't know. Right now. It sounds like a lot of people like Eric Bieniemy. A lot of people like Robert Sala. I myself want Joe Brady. But also, I have something to announce, guys. So y'all have been asking me about doing a podcast, which I am excited about doing. I'll be doing one in the next couple of days. But we are going to be looking for guests. So if you're who in the comments, if you want to come on the podcast, it's called the Space City Podcast. Just drop in the comments below. Hey, I would like to come on for an episode. We're gonna talk Texans, Astros, Rockets, sports, UFC. So if you do want to get a part of that, just be on the lookout for that. Go root for the Cowboys. I'll never be a Cowboys fan, my guy. I'm Texans. Ace Town till we drown. No matter how you slice it, certain players shouldn't just be a business move. We did Andre dirty, and we can't do it again. JJ, there's folks on them that are more than just players. They're family. No, we have to get out of that mindset, dude. These people are no. This is a business decision, my guy. Like I said, I agree with you though. I agree that we need to, like, players like Andre should have retired at Texans. Players like JJ, he should retire with Texans. I do agree with you, but the business aspect of it, if you want to get this team the best position for next year, players like JJ, you have to trade. I have a JJ poster right now staring at me in my closet, but that's just half the way because we have no first round pick next year, no second round pick next year. JJ Watt, the way he's playing, could get you a first round pick. JJ Watt could definitely get you a second, maybe even a second or third, but that's what you have to do for the benefit of the team. It's not going to be a popular decision. I can only imagine they kind of hate that the organization is gonna get when they do trade JJ Watt. But the man himself doesn't want to be here. So Andre himself, that last season, let's not forget, he has a meeting with Bill O'Brien, and Bill O'Brien says, look, you're only going to catch 40 balls this year. We're going to look to developing DeAndre Hopkins as a new number one wide receiver. Andre didn't like that, and Andre said, okay, well, then release me. And that's what we did. And he goes to Indy, and he catches 40 balls, and then that was the end of his career. But J.J. Watt is playing great at this age. And that is someone who you're going to have to, he has value. He still does, and you need to get it. You need to get it. You need to arm this team with draft picks for next year because there's a lot of more holes to fix. Yes, trading J.J. Watt does give you another hole to fix, but it's what you have to do for the benefit of this team because he also has a huge contract. A lot of the players that are now on this team are not going to be here next year. It's a season over. The team plays garbage. Only team in Houston that has ever even. It's a season over. The team plays garbage. Only team in Houston that has not ever won a ring. Yeah, he's been posting this. We are fine, guys. We won the next Super Bowl this year. Don't panic. Julio Jones to Houston. Julio Jones is not going to come. I don't want old players. I don't. The new coach will also have to deal with contracts. I agree. Here's something that nobody else is talking about. Bro, we getting over Jack Easterby pulling the strings. And that's why I say that that's the ghost of Bill O'Brien. That's the ghost. And that is Jack Easterby. Jack Easterby has to be gone as well. He's had a hand in everything that the Houston Texans have done with Bill O'Brien. He needs to go. Jesse says, stay burping and coughing on the mic. I do that a lot, man. I do need to stop that. I do need to stop that. Derrick Henry heading to the Houston. I got sources. That's fine, bro. You know, that's fine. Neil says, who should stay on the Texans defense? That's a good question. Zach Cunningham, Terrell Adams, all of the young guys. Um, all of the young guys like Blacklock, Grenard. I think Bernard McKinney is gone. Um, I don't I don't know what's gonna happen with Roby. We do know that Gary Conley has nerve damage, so that's gonna be something to take a look at. We don't know. Henry Jack has, I think, one of the best comments of the whole live stream. Is Kareem Hunt coming to the Texans? Now that's someone who I would want. Kareem Hunt. He's an absolute baller. He's on pace for 1,000 yards. They do have Nick Chubb as well. I think that's going to be an excellent. If you get Kareem Hunt, I love that. You know, he was a baller in KC. He was a baller. He's a baller now in Cleveland. He's going to be a baller if he comes here. Texans are not winning unless they get the best GM and head coach and the best players, of course. Johnson needs to be his QB. Nobody's noticing that Terrell Adams has over 95 tackles. Do you think we rebuild this offseason? I think you're going to have to. I think the defense needs to be rebuilt. You know, but the thing about that is that it's really not hard to build a defense. The Dolphins just did it this year with Brian Flores. They pay Kyle Van Noy, they pay Byron Jones, and this is a damn good defense that the Miami's Dolphins have. Sorry if you guys see my dog right here, Mr. Odie. Good boy. But sell the team. Yeah, let's sell the team. Let's all pitch in. Buy it. Hey, Real Talk says, hey, 713, what's going on? OBG coming to Houston. I wouldn't mind that. That's a possibility. I'm not sure what's going to happen with Fuller. You know, this team has so many uncertainties right now. We don't know what's going to happen. I feel like we suck next year, but we would have a first-round pick. I mean, whoever the next head coach is going to be is going to have a hard time. What do you mean good defense? The Chiefs just got done bending the Dolphins over. Dude, you can't really just say that just because Kansas City is one of the best offenses, period. The Dolphins are 8-4, 8-5. They are doing something that we are not. They rebuilt the defense. They had Devontae Parker, Gesicki the tight end, good running backs. The Texans set on the team. We grabbed it. I don't like. I mean, whatever happens, this team is gonna just be. I mean, I'm still gonna cheer for this team, whether we win or lose a tie. That's just the way it is. I don't like how Couture didn't see the field at all. What do you have to lose? And then thank you, Real Talk. Patrick Mahomes just threw 3 interceptions against the Dolphins. Like I said, man, people need to know. People need to know they just look at the scores and don't realize things play in the games. One thing I do like is that there's no quitting Deshaun Watson. I do like that after he got hurt, he did go back out there and did, try to do and try to bring this game back. Patrick Mahomes is clear MVP. I was really confused when you were saying that Watson was going to be the MVP. I think, like I said, I'm still think Deshaun Watson has to be in the MVP talks. We need to bench Watson the rest of the year. I completely agree. But that's pretty much going to sum it up for this day. Houston Texans get absolutely blown out by the Chicago Bears. A tough game. We're gonna, what's the best thing about doing this is that we're gonna have to do it all again next week. when we play against the Indianapolis Colts. Is Watson going to be benched? We don't know. The one thing that's going to happen is I'm going to be there. But as always, guys, go Houston Texans. You guys have a blessed day. I don't know how to end this stream. I think I forgot how to end this stream, boys. Bum, trade Watson, bum, Ransom, opinion, talk to Sean Watson, or KFC. Oh, KFC. Hi, matches on the stream. I mean, this has just been a stupid hard season that nobody should be a part of. Bro, you look like you had enough KFC. That's funny. How can you not be tired of chicken?